Le Nissan Kick-Play 2025 a beaucoup de plus. Apple CarPlay intégré pour jouer vos tunes préférées, des fonctions avancées de sécurité, un rendement énergétique remarquable, puis même la petite odeur de char neuf qu'on aime tant. Tout ça en plus pour moins. Le Nissan Kick Play 2025 est le véhicule neuf le plus abordable au Québec. Achetez-le à partir de seulement 22 774 $, incluant un rabais à l'achat comptant de 2 600 $. Profitez de cette offre avantageuse chez votre concessionnaire dès maintenant. Jusqu'au 2 mars, des conditions s'appliquent. Détails chez Nissan.
All right, welcome back to the Elias Macco Show. Now time for our weekly City Hall segment where someone from Projet Montreal stops by to talk about the news of the week. Maja Vodanovic is the mayor of the borough of Lachine, also on the executive committee of Montreal in charge of waterworks, and she's on the line. Maja, welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me, Elias.
First things first. You know what? Are you going to run for mayor?
Well, I'm still in reflection, and I will be giving an answer before the 20th of December.
Oh, well, there you go. That's en primeur. So within 8 days, I will know if Maja Vodanovic wants to be mayor of Montreal.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, so Maja, welcome back to the program. Let's talk about a few things here. One thing I want to touch on just off the top, I want to go back to the decision for the West Island water, right, to lose fluoridation, right? And you came on, you talked about how we're spending a lot of money for water that, for the most part, isn't consumed, doesn't go into the body, it's used for other things. I get the economic things. We also talked about the health stuff. At that time, I spoke to a dentist after our segment, and the dentist we spoke to, he wasn't happy because he really feels all of the negative stuff health-wise on fluoride is junk science. And there has been some reporting in the last month or so that perhaps the push to end fluoridation was pushed along by extremists. I just want to know, can you just touch on that? The decision that was made, how much of it had to do with health? Is there any truth to the claim that extremists hijacked this debate and forced the city to do something?
I'm glad you asked the question because it had nothing to do with it, because Montreal has never wanted to fluoridate its water. Never. And neither did the rest of Quebec. And we didn't need any Trumpists to make that decision. And we're just continuing to do what we have always done. We will not we're not changing the way we're working. It's just we're continuing to do what we have always done. So yes, there's all kinds of people out there in the world, but they did not influence our decision. The decision was taken by the City of Montreal, and it is not an economic decision. It is just a decision of what, because it doesn't cost that much more. There's so much money going into water to do all kinds of stuff, and fluoride is just a small part of it. It is just the principle of putting fluoride in all the water. 100% of the water is being fluoridated, and we're, washing our cars, taking a shower, doing all the things we do with water, and only consuming less than 1%. That is the principle and fundamental reason that it's not the best way to administer fluoride to somebody.
Would there be any scenario where perhaps all of the City of Montreal would reconsider one day and say, hey, maybe we'll go down the fluoride path if it doesn't cost that much money?
It is not our priority. We have a limited amount of people. We have a limited amount of money, and there are so many priorities right now. I mean, flooding is one of them. We have to combat flooding. We have to help the people. We have to keep producing excellent water, even though it's hard. With all our infrastructure, we have to distribute the water. Just the budget of this year is $6.6 billion for the next 10 years, 550 million more, because we have to take care of our old infrastructure, just our incinerators. We have 4 incinerators that burn all the guck, we throw out into the river. That is going to be $1 billion project. That pollutes Montreal incredibly. We have to do that. We have to disinfect our water. We have to do the ozone treatment plant. That is $1 billion. So we are focused on doing the basic things that we need to do to purify what we send out and to make our drinking water the best possible it can be. And that is a huge, huge endeavor.
let's move things along here and talk about this plan for modular homes for the homeless. So the city has identified a couple of sites. Tell me why you feel this is the right way forward, given the situation we have with homelessness right now in the city.
Well, it is not the best way forward, but it is what we need to do because we can't build, we can't build apartments fast enough. So, and there's people in the streets. There are 5,000 people that are homeless right now. And this is the fastest way we can give them a home, at least somewhere where it's warm, where they have all the utilities, and somewhere where there will be some kind of supervision and help. So, so at least 60, and we plan to have more. But I mean, better option, of course, is to have apartments.
Yeah, and how will it be decided who gets access to these modular homes? How's that determined?
That's a very good question. I was actually just debating that. How do we know who goes in and not? And I think one of the main things is, I mean, I as I say, I'm not privy to everything, but I think it has to. There's a lot of people out there that need, and it will probably be given to the people that we think will succeed. It will help them get to the next step. Sometimes some people need a lot more help. I mean, if you have drug abuse and you have if there's a lot of issues, then it's better that, that they go to more of a institutionalized care. So we'll try to figure out who is the best and who will it benefit the most.
I just saw a piece out of San Francisco, and it was the San Francisco Chronicle, looking at some of the hotels and other facilities that city has put together. And it was so tragic because to the point of who gets these spots, people with drug use issues and mental illness put in there, and it led to a bad situation.
Exactly.
It led to disrepair. So you really need to find that person that just needs a little bit of help to get on their feet. Maybe people with jobs as well that are working and they just don't have a home at this point. Is that
exactly? Exactly. Well, there's 17,000 people on the list to get us for social housing. 17,000 people, and we will only have 60 modulars. Yeah.
Do you think that's going to expand? I mean, it's not the best. Like you said, this is not the best thing to do. But are you foreseeing next year it'll be 200? The year after that it'll be 500 modular homes?
I think so. I think we will because we can't build fast enough. And here in Lachine we have 18 units that are going to be open pretty soon. That was built by the old brewery mission, and that is also for the homeless. And I know that the people that they're going to take in are people that they know they just need a little push. They have nothing right now. They're on the street. And Old Brewery Mission will supply everything, a bed, a stove, towels, everything, to start off and to kickstart and to get them, to grab a hold of their life and maybe get out of homelessness.
Maja, one last thought here on the snow clearing.
Yes.
I mean, I know the first operation is underway. We got so much rain yesterday. I hardly see any snow, but tell us about that. Tell us about snow clearing for this winter period.
Some people are going, oh my God, why did you go and charge the snow? There's practically none left. Well, it's very hard to know, before there was lots of snow on the streets, not a lot in the West Island, a lot in the east and in the north. And so we had to go out because what we have to make sure that we don't end up with mounds of snow, even if it's a little mound along the sidewalk, that once it gets frozen, it entraps all the water from kind of going down the sidewalk. I don't know if you know what, like it kind of creates a pool.
Yes,
I've
seen that.
When you have a pool and you have kind of ice and snow all winter long, you're putting salt continuously because it's continuously being trapped. It's like having an ice ring, And so this is what we wanted to avoid by all means, is to get rid of all the snow that is blocking the drainage and also prepare putting rocks on all the sidewalks, the gravel, because we were afraid that, the rain, had it stayed and had it become cold right after the rain, it could have become all the sidewalks could have been icy. But we had the weather on our side. It rained a lot. The snow melted a lot. And we're okay now. But we could have, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
And that's the thing. You got to prepare for almost every contingency.
Exactly.
Maja, listen, be well. I'm looking forward. You know what? Here's what I'm going to throw this out there. If you feel like it, you could just reach out to us. And if you want to announce on this show that you're running for mayor, if you want the official announcement to come on this airway, we'll roll out the red carpet. I'm telling you. Okay? You let us know.
I will let you know, Elias, with pleasure.
Will she or won't she? Won't she? We'll find out real soon. Maja Vodanovic,
Thank you.
be well. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Mayor of the borough of Lachine.